Happy Saturday, Vol Nation. Frank Rock, House of Orange Sports Channel, basketball portal. Here we are. We're going to talk some portal, where we're at. Lots of rumors flying about Tennessee's top 3 targets. So what's going to happen here? I'm going to tell you what I'm reading and where I think this is about to go as we go forward. Make sure you hit the like, the share, the subscribe. Really appreciate all your support here along the way. Rodney Rice, Ament, Elijah Freeman, in no particular order. That's Tennessee's 3 targets right now. Last week, it was looking like a realistic possibility of getting all 3. There's also, we said the whole time, the realistic possibility that they get none of the 3. I don't think that will be the case, though I'm starting to lean towards one of the 3. But here's what we're seeing on it. The rumors this weekend, of course, talked about it. My last portal update, Travis Branham, 24/7 Sports, crystal balled Ament to Tennessee. He normally doesn't just put them out here for the heck of it. I think there's something to read into that along the way. Now, Duke had a decommit from one of their 5-star freshmen who is a small forward this week. People started jumping to conclusions. Well, this is going to be bad for Tennessee. Who knows at this point? Anything can change at any moment with these recruitments. But I'm going to go last on Ament. I'm going to go Rodney Rice first. Visited Villanova, visited Tennessee, told Rob Lewis, VolQuest.com he was done with visits, but he had some Zooms. Well, then he goes to USC on a visit. And I swear I'd seen, too, where he was in Arizona, even though they're not talking much about that. I saw it. I'm almost sure on VolQuest that he hit Arizona up as well. Villanova insiders are saying Rice is going to Villanova. I have seen it from VolQuest mods saying that if it comes down to money, Tennessee is not going to be the pick, that they're not offering the most to him. The fit is good. You get to play again with Jacoby Gillespie. But, again, this is life-changing money for these guys. I can't sit here and blame them depending on what they do. I mean, if it's like $100 or something, for them, that's going to be nothing. But these guys are now getting up into millions of dollars. And some of these guys are not going to make that in their pro career. So they've got to take the money while it's there. I totally get it. It's nothing. I can't speak for anybody else. It's nothing I wouldn't do. But I'm obviously not in their situation. Never have been, never will be in that. But we're on Rice. From what I've seen, seen that Tennessee's not giving up. Villanova insiders, they're saying it's Villanova. We're going to wait and see. Some were speculating on board yesterday that it would be announced yesterday. It wasn't. So that one's still going on. The latest rumor with Elijah Freeman. Of course, Tennessee had the last visit. And now there's rumors. There's a Twitter handle, and they're normally pretty legit, by the name of Trilly Donovan. And I don't know who exactly it is. I don't know what their sources are, but they're pretty normally if they say something, it's pretty accurate based on what I've come up with on it. And this morning, it said that Trilly has predicted Elijah Freeman to Auburn in it. That, and where are we at with that one? This is another one. We've always known it was that possibility. He visited Indiana, Auburn, then Tennessee. Where can you go wrong on this one? Again, I've seen where Auburn's – these are speculating. What's the money like? But not only the money, what are you offering as far as your spot on the roster? And that's going to lead me to what I believe is happening here. Maybe not so much with Rice, but with Freeman. Now we'll come to Ament. It's been, this whole time, or at least for a while, the consistency. It's been Duke, Tennessee, Kentucky, Louisville, Arkansas along the way. Most of the chatter that's been out there for the last probably 2 weeks has been Duke and Tennessee. Branham put in his crystal ball to Tennessee. Here's what I think is happening. Don't take this as fact. I'm not an insider, but just reading all the stuff that's going on, reading the predictions, trying to make sense of all this. Why is now Freeman going elsewhere? Why is Rice? Why does Tennessee not have the money for Rice? To me, Tennessee's top target this whole time has been Nate Ament. To me, who has the most upside of the three? Nate Ament, and it's not even close. I'd love to have all three. I'd love to have all three. Who's the game changer of the three? Nate Ament. Elijah Freeman, to me, there's still questions. How does his game translate from Lincoln Memorial to the SEC? Not saying it doesn't, but I've seen some of the scouting reports because he shot right at 46% from three-point range last year. I've seen some talk and question, would this translate to the SEC? It's a different level of competition. Nowhere even close here. Rodney Rice, good shooter, would make a great addition to Tennessee. The one thing about it is there's a lot of shooting guards out. There's going to be more. You got to think last year. Here's some perspective. Chaz Lanier did not go in until the last day the portal was open last year. I don't know exactly when it closes right now. I guess I can kind of look that up here. Let's see. Tennessee, basketball portal closing date. It should be, according to ESPN, it's April 22nd. All right, so if that's the case, and today I'm off on my dates, it's April the 19th. With that being said, there's a few days left in the portal window, and all you have to do is be in the portal. You don't have to have your choice made at that point. Last year, Chaz Lanier did not go in till the last day of the portal, and we know how that one went as he visited BYU, Kentucky, and Tennessee along the way. There will be more names going in. There's been good players continuing to enter here as well. There could be more, and there's still good players out there. So if you don't get Rice, to me, the good thing is there's more shooting guards out there, more than capable of coming in and being that backcourt mate to Jacoby Gillespie. But again, this is an educated guess on my part. This is where I think it's going with it. Could it go 0 for 3? Yes, absolutely it could. I don't think it will. I really don't think it will. What I think has happened is the Rice thing, it is what it is. Tennessee's, I think they've set an amount. This is where we're willing to go with it. Freeman, I just wonder, this Ament crystal ball, if there's something known behind the scenes. There's speculation and announcement could come in any day on Nate Ament, but it could be, I know I've seen Brent Hubb say he expects something within the next couple of weeks. I've seen others say an announcement could come at any time. My educated guess on this is Nate Ament will be a Tennessee Volunteer. The other two will go elsewhere on it. And to me, I'll take Ament over the other two because I think he is the one with the most potential. I think he's the one that's the game changer of the bunch. If you gave me the choice of Nate Ament or Rodney by himself or the combination of Rodney Rice, Elijah Freeman, I'm going Nate Ament all day long. I know how Rick Barnes is as a freshman and stuff. Rick Barnes and his staff is not investing this much into him if they don't believe he can come in and be an instant impact player. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind and no way that they're investing all this time, probably knowing it could turn away in Elijah Freeman. If that's the case, I'm not saying it is. He's going to come in, and you're going to have to live with any defensive discrepancies along the way. You're going to have to let the guy play. You're going to have to let him be that game changer coming in. If you watch his highlights, he can shoot. He can come in and be the guy that helps get you to that first Final Four in program history. You've got Jacoby Gillespie. You got Jalen Carey. Carey is a guy Tennessee's not had in a while as far as what he does. Gillespie, he's going to move right in and be that point guard that you need. Now, if you close with Ament, now you still got slots to build around him regardless. Yeah, even if you got all three, you've still got more slots to fill. My prediction is going to be Tennessee gets Nate Ament, Rodney Rice, Elijah Freeman go elsewhere. And you know what? I'm okay with that. And not that I don't want the other two. Don't mistake it. I'm not saying that, but just based on what we're saying, I would be more than happy if we got all three. I'd be more than happy if we get two of the three. If two of those three include Nate Ament. If one of the three includes Ament, that's the one I want the most, because I'm kind of restating myself here. I just think he's that game changer to come in. Freeman, to me, I think more of a project. Rice, yeah, he would be a great addition. So that's where it's at. I'll keep you updated on that. There's no more targets that we're hearing of right now. I think Tennessee is going to probably see what happens with these three and go from there. They're going to have to get more. There's no doubt. But at this point in time, the names hearing, it's those three there. Keep you updated on anything else here. Basketball portal, anything that pops up. Football portal, as Tennessee is scheduled to host, looks like maybe a couple defensive line recruits this week. And so we'll see where that goes. Hopefully this basketball stuff we start hearing news here at any time. Now, you guys have a great Saturday. This is Frank, House of Orange. Hit the like, the share, the subscribe. Check out the links in the description for the channel memberships, the channel Patreon. Or if you just want to say thanks, bottom right-hand corner, those super thanks are greatly appreciated. But once again, Frank, House of Orange. Last but not least, go Vols.